All right, folks, it's PCE Friday today, and no, PCE is not a new boy band. It's the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, which sounds boring, but trust me, it's the number Jerome Powell stares at the way college kids stare at their Tinder matches. Please be 2%. Oh, dear God, please just be 2%. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss a Trades and Gains update. But anyways, what did we learn today? Well, core inflation ticked up 2.9% in July. That's the hottest it's been since February. And the Fed's 2% target, yeah, you see the difference there. We're about 0.9% off. The translation, Powell's dream is still as far away as Mitch McConnell's smile. Headline PCE came in 2.6%, flat from June. Core PCE 2.9%. It's up a notch. Consumer spending is up 0.5% because Americans are still out here buying crap like Taylor Swift tickets and overpriced oat milk. And personal income is up 0.4%, which means we're making just enough not to keep up with inflation. So yeah, we're spending more, we're making slightly more, and it still costs too damn much to live. Now you might say, who cares? It's just another number. But here's why Wall Street loses its mind every time this report drops. The Fed wants inflation at 2%. We're at 2.9% on core. That's like saying you're almost sober when you still got a margarita in your hand. Markets are betting Powell cuts rates in September's. Futures have it at almost 90% odds. Why? Because the job market's cooling, jobless claims are inching up, and GDP slowed in Q1, rebounded in Q2, but tariffs from Trump are jacking up prices like scalpers outside a Beyonce concert. So let's talk about those tariffs. Trump slapped a baseline 10% tax on all imports. Then he added reciprocal tariffs, which is political speak for screw you too. The White House even scrapped expectations for goods under $800. So yes, congratulations. That iPhone case from Alibaba is now an act of economic warfare. So here's the Fed's problem. On one hand, inflation is still hot. On the other hand, the labor market is slowing down like a Peloton in your garage. Cut rates now and you risk fueling more inflation. And if you don't cut rates and unemployment ticks higher, it's like choosing between being stuck on Spirit Airlines or sitting through a 3-hour Marvel sequel. Now, the scenario for PCE and the Fed. Scenario 1, the Fed cuts in September. Markets party, stocks rip. Powell gets called daddy on FinTwit again, but inflation stays sticky at 3%. And we're back here in December wondering why groceries still cost as much as car payments. Scenario 2, the Fed holds steady. Wall Street throws a tantrum. The Dow drops 800 points. CNBC runs the headline, markets in chaos, but inflation slowly grinds down and Powell plays the long game. And then scenario 3 is the Fed surprises with a bigger cut. Unlikely, but if the jobs data keeps weakening, Powell could pull a shock move that would send stonks flying, but also signal the Fed's more worried than they're letting on. So traders today were jittery. Futures opened soft, yields stayed elevated because here's the thing, 2.9% core inflation means the Fed is not out of the woods. Services inflation is sticky. That's your rent, healthcare, your airfare. And unlike gas, you can't just drill for more doctors or print more apartments. Well, unless you're Elon Musk in this case. So yes, America's still running hot. Inflation's not dead. It's just hanging around at the bar, ordering one last round. And Powell's there too, deciding whether to cut him off or let him black out. Here's the bottom line. PCE tells us inflation is easing, but not fast enough. The Fed is stuck between inflation that won't die and a job market that's starting to wobble. The market wants a rate cut. Trump wants a rate cut. Hell, even your broke uncle wants a rate cut. But inflation doesn't care what you want. So tomorrow, when you see the headlines screaming about Powell, just remember he's not God. He's not the Pope. He's a guy with one tool, interest rates. And right now, that tool looks about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. Smash that like button. Drop your hot take in the comments. Do you want Powell to cut, or are you fine paying $7 for eggs forever? See you degenerates in the next report, and I hope you have a great Friday.